All right, so today is June 10th, and this is my wedding anniversary, and this is 31 years. So, what I'm going to do is do a little kind of in and out of get ready with me. And then I'll show you my outfit and maybe even do a little bit at dinner. We're just going to go to one of our favorite little Italian restaurants and have a nice dinner and celebrate our 31 years together. So if you want to see that, hang tight. All right, I'm going to do the little curl thing in my hair actually instead of wearing it straight tonight because I'll be washing it. Since I use a straightener for this, I don't do it very often because I just don't want to damage my hair. So this is a chi, and then I just take a little turn. And then comes out like that, and sometimes I just hold it till it's kind of a little cools off right there to set. Now what I also do is, because to help as a heat protectant, I spray a little bit of hairspray on it, let that dry first as well too, and then I pull it out just a little bit and then turn, and then slowly pull through. Now that piece you see didn't cooperate, so I'll go back and do that one to where it does a little bit of a curl. Yeah, and then I'll just continue on around, so I'll come back in a second. All right, so I've got the hair, the pieces curled, and I'm going to let that just cool and stay put while I start on my foundation. And what I am going to be using on my foundation is, I have to go get it, hold on. All right, back now. Okay, this is L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm using two of these. We have a 407 and a 402. And what I'm going to do, because I've got the tan on right now, but first I've just noticed I have a little bit of redness right here. So I'm going to bring out the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Red. And I'm just going to take a smidgen, just a smidgen, on this. Now I've already primed my face, and what I used to prime it with tonight was the Becca Shimmering Perfector. So, and that was setting while I did my hair. So, all right, we're just going to take a little bit of this Bye Bye Red, tap that in, and let that set. And see, that kind of helps with that. So that'll be working on that. So I'm gonna let it know, then I'll work on this other side right here real quick. So what I'm gonna do is, because my daughter brought it to my attention that my neck was much darker than my face, so I'm trying to really pay close attention to what it is I'm doing. So if you can see the two here, there is that, you can see one is definitely darker. So what I'm gonna do, I'm using the mirror that's right behind that. There's that, you can see. Okay, and then I'm going to take the light color and kind of go in between. So, and then my favorite artist brush. And then I'm just going to start swirling. Oh, I've also primed my eyelids. So that is all dry, so my eyelids will be ready. They're so oily, so what I try and do is prime them ahead of time, and then that way I can put a little powder on them too, and that really helps the shadow to stay. So it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to get that nice and smooth. So, all right, we're going to do the same thing, and that redness is powders right there. Actually, I'm going to let that sit just another second. I'm going to do a little bit of the dark up here, a little bit of the light. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And then work on this real quick while that, just trying to let that red, bye-bye red sit. So in Texas, it is hot today. Actually, it's not as hot today as it was yesterday. So it's time for glowy skin in this summer heat. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to make myself glow. All right, so there's that. Oh, let's get the nose. All right. All right, and then I'll come back to you in a second. I've got the foundation on, I've done the concealer. Now I'm going to be using my Lumiere powder with my Sephora Pro Brush. And I'm just going to dip in and get a little bit on the brush, tap it off. Make sure I tap off any spots under the eyes. Get the eyelids as well too. Just going to lightly tap that powder in. Don't want a cakey powder look. So what I do, step back here again. So that's what I'm propping the camera up on with. Okay, so I take the Max Fix Plus, a couple little squirts, let it sit there a second, and then I'm going to take my Real Techniques damped, squeezed out sponge, and then I just pat that powder into that foundation to give it a nice finish. So not a powdery finish at all. Without that, just smooths everything out. All right, so while that is doing that, oh goodness, my nose. I'm gonna pull me out an eyeliner. Let's see, I'm going to use Milani's brown eyeliner, and that way I'm gonna go ahead and tightline, and then I'm gonna do my brows, and then I'll come back. All right, so now I've got brows done, I've got tight line in there, foundation. Now I'm gonna go in and do some bronzing, and I'm just gonna use this little Butter Bronzer right here. And I'm gonna go in with, where is it? My new Sephora brush. This one. All right. And this place, this restaurant, it'll be light when we get there, but still inside it's kind of dark and a little candlelit and stuff, so. All right, so what I wanted to say something about this, if you are new to bronzing and you're scared that you're gonna do too much, this is probably one of the best products you could ever use to just get acquainted with a bronzer. So it's the Physicians Butter Bronzer. It just goes on so light. You know, they've got different shades of it. This one is actually called Bronzer on mine. So they have warm and cool tones, but I think this is a beautiful bronzer. So, all right, I'll go get some blush. All right, I am going to use, let me find it here. Okay, I'm going to use NARS Orgasm. Oldie but a goodie. All right, and I'm just going to tap into that. And this is actually a Sephora Pro Angled Brush Blush. Beautiful color. That's why the Classics has stood the I can't say that ever. Stood the test of time. That's it. All right. So there is just a touch more. Okay. There's the blush. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out another little classic here. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the tube. Not the primer, just the highlighter. And what I'm going to do, you can see, I'm just going to kind of make little dots right there. All right, and then I'm going to take that same sponge and just kind of lightly pounce over it to get that little glow right there. You do not want to take it up into your the lines for the mature women. All right, so we have a little glow going on our cheeks. All right, so what I'm going to do for eyeshadows is I'm thinking, let's see, I'm thinking I'm going to do this Sweet Talk palette from ColourPop. Yeah. Yes. And I'm wanting to go quite dramatic and then do a softer lip. And I'll tell you why in just a little bit. So I'm going to actually take this into the other room so my husband can take a shower, because he don't want you to see him taking a shower behind. Okay, all right. We're back in my studio room. So we are going to do my eyes right now, and I'll just kind of start on that and tell you what I'm doing here. I'm going to use the ColourPop's Sweet Talk palette. Very pretty colors here, you can see. Okay, so I've got my switch pen here, so I'm just going to kind of start on this and get everything out of the way. I need to clean some of this off. I did some filming and I haven't put everything back up, and I'm just getting a little lost here. So, okay, that needs to go away. All right, let's see. All right, I want to do an all over lid color first. So I'm going to, and I'm really wanting to do a kind of the dramatic. So I'm going to go in, I'm thinking with this pale one right here. It's an all over lid color. We're going to start with that. Oh, my nose is itchy. All right. I think it's easier if I do this one so you can actually see what I'm doing first. All right. Now, what I was talking about doing a dramatic eye, you don't want to do a dramatic eye and a dramatic lip. So, because this is dinner with my husband, so I know that there will be some kissing going on. I'm not going to put on a big red lip with it. So I'm just going to do the dramatic eye and then keep the lip of a neutral. All right. So, all right, we'll get going with this, and then I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to go in with tapered blending brush here, and I'm just going to go into this not quite the darkest, but this one right here, the almost darkest, in there into the crease brush, or into the crease. And I'm going from the edge all the way in and just lightly. If you do this light enough, you know, you can just do this. This would be a pretty daytime look, just like there. But am I going to stop there? And if you notice the difference, I'm filming on my phone. I didn't want to set the camera up. I'm just kind of, this is just kind of a impromptu thing I thought that I would do. So there we go. That's looking really pretty. So I'll come back and I'll do the other eye and catch. Okay, so I've done the other eye with that other shadow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this dark color here in the corner with my little Sonia Kashuk favorite smudge brush. And dip into that. Now I've got this little card here in my hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it to the diagonal that I want. So you see how that's looking? Okay. Gives you a really crisp line, lifting that eye up, and very dramatic. And then I'm drawing it in to here. All right, now I'm going to take this and kind of just blend that color in there. Blending brush. Blend in. But I still have that line up there. Still have that line going there. So there's your guideline. There is your guideline as to what you can do. Look straight ahead, and you've got it going up. So I'm going to go back into that color, and I'm going to stay within the lines. Color within the lines. Come in here. I'm bringing it down. See what I'm doing? And then I'm bringing it in to the lash line. And blend, blend, blend. All right, so you got that. Now, still this little pencil, when I'm going to do this pencil, well, not a pencil, it's the smudge brush. I'm just going to bring that down just a little bit below the lash line, right there as well. Tying that all in together. Okay. All right, so I could leave well enough alone, but I'm not going to do that. This is date night with my sweetheart. So I'm going to go into this kind of gold shimmer right here. Okay. Almost got a little bit of pink to it, almost. Okay, let's see what we get. Gold sheen. What do you think? All right, I'm going to take that dark on that pointy one again and kind of bring it in just a smidgen. Deepen that crease just a little bit. Do it one more time. All right, now what I'm going to do is this metallic gold right there. Probably with my finger. Let's see. It's real coarse. Ooh, can you see that? Ooh. Ooh, do we like? Remember, this is date night. For me, I mean, I'm almost 62 and he's actually younger than I am, so, but we won't tell anybody. But 31 years. All right. Oh, that's looking pretty if I do say so. Okay, so I've done the other eye to match that one. And so what I did, I put a little bit of the glitter, the gold glitter on the lid. Now, I went back in with the brown eyeliner and just lightly did it on top of the line. And then I did it also in the water line as well too. So now I'm going to put on some eyelash primer and some eyelash primer and some mascara. And then I'll come back and do my lips, and then I'll do my hair, and then I'll do my outfit. All right, I'm trying to show you my hair. Did the curls all in it. Now, in Texas, every woman has to have big hair. It's a thing, okay? So, I've done my lips now, and what I have used on my lips is a real pretty nude combination. It is the Milani lip liner in All Natural, and then the Stila Stay All Day matte lip, and I have no idea what the color is but it's just a very kind of just a dark neutral. But I've got some earrings on. I've got my little Kendra Scott necklace on, and I'll put my shoes on. And I've got a couple of bracelets on, and I'll show you my outfit all together. So, hold on. All right, excuse me. All right, so the dress is in a recent haul from TJ Maxx. It's a Michael Kors. It's just a black knit t-shirt dress, and it's got slits up the side, and then these shoes that I'm absolutely in love with, by Mark Fisher espadrilles in animal print. Now Patrick has told me he will hold on to me so I don't trip and fall. So, and then I've got a little pop of color here. Vera Bradley, kind of a poppy color handbag. We're going casual tonight, so let's see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see my makeup here well, but it turned out really nice. I'm very happy with it. Get the thing out of the way. So tell me what you think, and we'll see you at the restaurant here in just a few. I'll be the one with the martini in the hand. All right, we are here. This is my wonderful husband of 31 years. And we are here at Bistro celebrating, and I have, like I promised, my dirty martini, Chardonnay. This is the restaurant. It is a little neighborhood place that's been here for many, many years. We come here on special occasions. It's not our neighborhood, but it is a neighborhood restaurant. So we are here, and we're going to have some Italian food, and we'll check in with you when we get our order, and you can see what we have to eat for dinner. Veal marsala. Veal parmigiana.